Welcome to another episode and a slight change of scenery. This time we're heading up there. What started off as a pretty horrible morning, I woke up at like 4:30 in the morning. It was very rainy. It was chucking it down like crazy all night long. I really didn't have high hopes for today, but it seems that it's clearing up a little bit and might be actually one of the better days in December. So we're going up the mountain to try and take some nice photos. Also a couple of new developments, but we'll get to that later. The shutter on my Canon just died. That is quite a lot of snow. Do we continue or not? Yeah. The weather outside is absolutely horrible, so I've decided to give nourishment a priority over photography. This time I opted for canned tuna, cheap one, and complimentary. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think I will enjoy this, but since it's the only thing I have up here in the mountain, I better make it count. These developments that I mentioned a bit earlier that I wanted to talk about are the following. Firstly, I got myself a new Helios. I was basically sick and tired of the old one and the foggy and hazy, basically unusable images that it was producing, so I got rid of it. I splurged. I spent like $40 and I got myself a really good copy, which makes very, very nice images. Also, it seems that the shutter on my trusty old tank of a camera is dead. It's either dead or very about to die, because there's this weird behavior. Sometimes it works and sometimes it kind of does not want to open once it closes. So I think it's on its last legs. We'll see if it lasts today for this video or not, but I still have my Fuji. As it was raining so hard up there on the mountaintop, I drove with the car a little bit lower to try and find an altitude where there are not so many clouds like there are up there, and see if we can salvage some of this day. But for now, I think I'm gonna go make some coffee.
Days like these last with one another, with the feeling pass. Would you find out with me if it all starts to crumble? Search the pieces for hope or a mumble. It's not for me to decide if I should be the one by your side.
I'm gonna try and save a little that's probably salvageable out of this day, which was very hectic, very crazy, probably one of my most hectic videos. But that's landscape photography for you. I've just noticed this little, I'm almost just tempted to say like a valley of a sort. And I thought it would be cool to take a panorama. Now, here's the valley. I think it looks kind of cool. As is usually the case with these panos, most often they look their best from a particularly difficult position. So this one I think might look nice from here. Let's see if we can do something with it. Is this my luck or what? As I was preparing my shooting position to take the photos, it got foggy and cloudy. Can you see that? So I don't think this pano is gonna happen. I think I'll wait a little bit. Maybe it clears up. It seems that the clouds have cleared up a little bit. Maybe, just maybe, we might get this shot after all. Let's give it a shot. No pun intended. Okay, slowly turning the panoramic head. Actually, this is not a proper panoramic head. It's three-way head, but it's decent enough. If you level your tripod legs, then you can basically use this sort of as a pano head. As you may have noticed, I switched locations for that final pano. The other one wasn't really working out, but it's like that with these types of images. There's always like a distracting tree or another element which isn't really working out, and you gotta work a little to make these, well, I guess work. A lot of lessons learned today. Fun times, but also challenging times with all the rain and the cold. It's one level of difficulty doing landscape photography in the rain, and it's a whole other ball game making a video about doing landscape photography in the mountains in the rain. Crazy. But I guess the biggest lesson learned today is that really don't try to do it all. I don't think I've made really good images, and that's mostly because I wanted to do everything. I wanted to do a great video, to make it look really cinematic. So I wanted to do a lot of photos. I really can't wait to see how this video turns out. I think it's gonna be all over the place, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I had fun. I went out on a little adventure, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Yeah, catch you guys in the next one, and bye for now.